What's up, my power pups and wonder pups and everybody that may be watching right now? How are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. Of course, as always, my name is UnderdogPlays, and today I'll be playing 2 Point Hospital. I really do enjoy this game a lot, and we are in Swellbard, the same map I was on last time. All I have to do today is get to that third star, which is the final thing on this level. We're currently having a Yeti visit. You know it's going to be a good day when you start off with a Yeti in your hospital. Then I have to train 50 staff. That means everybody has to get trained at least once, pretty much. Cure rate of 90%, that's really high, but I believe I can get that done in a matter of time. Cure 35 patients in the urban mythology room, which is this right here. And then complete Project Windsock research project in the research room. So if I go over here, we can learn what that is. Be somewhere at the bottom. Project Windsock. This is all about the lore of 2 Point Hospital. This stuff is kind of funny and really cool, and I'm glad there's like actual in-game lore going on. It just builds the world that we're playing in. Project Windsock. Mayor Windsock promised in her campaign that she would lead an evaluation of the 2 Point County life. So through it, that would conclude whether and how society should be reconstructed for the betterment of civilian life. The mayor's office have made contact with us about conducting this government research and the results of which might define the future of the county forever. So what happens here is going to impact a lot of stuff. Green light fee is $1,000. Research progress is 10,000 research points. That's going to take a long time. But the payment is $100,000, which I think is the largest paycheck I've ever seen off of one of these research projects. So that's a big payment. But we have like $380,000 right now, which is fine, and that's enough to like run my hospital. I have a lot of profit right now. And for anybody that hasn't seen this hospital, I'll do a short little tour of it, just so you know what I have going on. But I'm going to start that project, and let's do a quick little tour. So this is the entrance. Of course, you have the reception desk. Let me just make sure everything okay. Everything's running good. This is a training room where your employees learn a qualification or a skill that helps them be better. I think this guy's learning... Oh, he must have just finished his training course. Okay, he must have been learning an improvement to research. This is the research room where you can look into upgrading rooms, machines, staff qualifications. You can build money here. You can build research points. You can build unlock points, or the Kadosh, which allows you to like unlock in-game items. And also when you get to like certain levels or stars in the game, you unlock stuff. So this is just more unlocks. This is a GP office, which is the most basic room of the game. Everything is centered around this room. When patients first come into your hospital, after the reception, they go here and then find out which room they need to go to. Psychiatry office, or psych room. Obviously, this is for the mental cases, the crazy people. Then I have cardiology, which is a basic diagnostic room. This machine needs to be fixed. These machines always break. Then I have a pharmacy, which cures basic ailments in the game. So that's, that's like the most basic stuff. Then, of course, a bathroom for everybody to use. Then we have a ward. A ward can both diagnose and treat, I believe. Yep. So, and you can have like up to 2 nurses working in a ward right now. I believe that can be upgraded to 4 employees. But I only have one nurse in here because the ward isn't really getting pushed for much usage. Then I have a staff room for people to take breaks in. Then we've got general diagnostics, which is the most basic diagnostic room. If we don't know what the illness is, we send the people here. I think that covers it for this section. Then over here, another psych room. The pandemic, basically the pandemic surgery room. This machine is like a giant magnet, removes pans from people's heads. And then this does count as a surgery. Each one of these rooms requires like either treatment, diagnosis, or like a special skill. So that's why you have to train your employees. We have an injection room, which basically to improve cure rates, research and apply upgrades to the machine. And then this is a treatment room, I think. So just, if people have an issue, they have to go here. These machines need to be fixed, man. I need to hire some more mechanics. This is a special room for this level. This is kind of the newest one that I've unlocked. It's that's kind of complicated to explain, so we're just gonna move on. There's clowns. We got the clown room. Cures any funny business there. Another bathroom. This is a fracture ward for broken bones. Then we have a doghouse. Just more advanced illnesses, basically. DNA testing goes over here. The decolorizer over here for Grey's Anatomy, which is an illness that makes people like gray skin tone. And this is a surgery room. This is another new thing on this map. I like this. This is really cool. And just more of the same. Just extra rooms. Fluid analyzer, which is like a diagnostic version of the injection room. Then we have a marketing department, which can like boost stuff. I can send in waves of certain types of patients. There's a lot of stuff I can do with this. Kind of similar to the research room. I can run a campaign, get advertising, look for like certain, if I need a certain type of person. And yeah, I might need to look into radiology today. I think that's where I'm going. And this is the deluxe room, which removes light bulbs. I haven't seen a single light bulb in this level, so I might just erase this room. But I put it there just in case. And more pharmacies, and then this is an X-ray, which is, I'm just now getting into like radiology on this map. So that's what we have. Like the advanced illnesses are really creative, and that's this like, I don't know how to explain this. It's people dressed up as dinosaurs attacking a city. I don't really know what else I can say to make this seem normal. But yeah, I need more mechanics here. So I might need to do some advanced training for mechanics. Do I have a queue for anything? I think all my queues are actually okay right now. It looks like I need to... Ooh, I'm on fire! We got something on fire! So whenever there's a fire, I like to pause the game, go into items, make sure that I have an extinguisher in the room, and then another one near it. And then I'd like to click and drag a janitor over here. Yes, watering the plant. Oh, come on. There we go. Mechanics. Yeah, I need to train a lot of janitors here. Need to give them, like, motivation and stamina training as well. So once I complete all these things here, look, my cure rate's already, like, done. So these are just gonna take time. The training will probably take the longest. 50 employees is a lot of people. I felt like you went in here to fix it and then you left. Where'd you go? The janitors still need a buff as far as the PlayStation 4 version goes, which is the one I'm playing on. It's like they just don't finish the job. They like go in and smack the machine with a hammer two times and then they just leave. And then this is the problem, is that the machine's getting used when it's broken and then it's going to burst into flames again. We just injected this guy right in the butt. Fire test. See? There's really a fire. That's one of, this is like an issue. Because I just used, I literally just used my extinguisher. This happens all the time. And it's just annoying to keep having to do the same thing 1,000 times. And then you have to, like, I get it that you have to upgrade the machine, but I can't upgrade the machine until I fix it. Maintenance required in pharmacy. Yeah, I have $480,000. So, I mean, is it wrong to, like, hire 1 billion janitors? Learn a qualification. Maintenance. Repair skills. Upgrade. Mechanics allows you to upgrade, so I need maintenance. The prices are too high. Haven't changed any prices. What was that? The ward? Doctor's GP's office. Sword judgment. Some of these I guess I could change. Like the really expensive ones. Some of these are insane. The surgeries are 20,000 each. That's, I mean, that's pretty accurate. Surgery is expensive. I hired a bunch of diagnostic nurses to like fill in these extra rooms. When a queue is really high, you need to like copy your room and just have more of the same in your hospital. Okay, this just needs we just need the nurse back in here. So this is the injection room. So in order to find a certain person, this is annoying. I have to find them by their job. Poodle. We're looking for Nurse Poodle. Okay. I can't train 1,000 people at once. I have like 2 training rooms though, so I should actually be able to get through this pretty quickly. Although someone did just die. That's not good.
Nurse required in clown clinic.
Avalanche warning. Where's my other diagnostic nurse? Looking at skills doesn't tell me anything anymore. 2, 3. Sally Pidgeotto. Here you go, Sally. I need you in there. Let me look at my patient list really quick. Oh, these people are dying. I have 53 patients. I'm guessing these ones are just coming in right now. So we're gonna turn these people down for a little bit. Go home. I got a whole empty section of my hospital I don't know what to do with yet. Here comes the avalanche. Where's my GP? Sometimes my staff just goes on breaks whenever they want to. And I've changed the break stuff. This one needs a break though. Maybe I should just hire another GP. Are all my GPs working? How did I like lost the GP somehow. Definitely didn't fire one. Okay. Well, that's a thing I need to fix. Along with the toilets. The hell is that? Trash on the ground? Okay. So, if I go to hire doctors, one of these is going to be a new GP. Short temper, dirty habits, hygienic. There we go. That's what I want. A good little bonus. Here, you're going to work right there. We're backing you up. GP only for right now. How much are you getting paid? 16,000. We can raise that. And then as soon as the game allows me to train you, I'll do that. GP likes general practice, of course. That's like the most obvious. And then diagnostic is like the next skill I give them. And you can level up to like... right now, I think max is level 3. That just gets patients diagnosed faster to discover new illnesses or get them to go to the right room. Another good thing is speed. Want to make your GPs work as fast as possible just to get people to the rooms they need to go to. There's some ghosts all over the place, dude. Alright, so here's my empty training room. I just hire that guy. General practice is important. It looks like I can level these up to 3 now. Working in X-ray, working in research. Okay, start training for 1 person. And every time you promote an employee, they get increased to skill as well. It costs money to do that, but if you have a lot of money like I do right now, it's 100% worth doing. Especially the janitors. If you're playing on PS4, the janitors are the ones that need the most amount of help. Let's can we fast track this, please? Give me a janitor. Let's look at your jobs. I think this is one of my highest level janitors. Alright, so I should have you as a mechanic. Mechanic only. Just to fix machines, because that's like my biggest issue. Cleanliness, like hygiene, I'm fine on. I still don't know if, like, determining jobs for janitors really works. Earn $100,000. I don't really need to do that. I don't need reputation right now. I need cure rates. So, treatment skills are probably going to be the way to do that. Upgrading machines is another way to get that up. Drug mixer can upgrade to level 3. And yeah, I just hope everybody that might be watching this stream is doing great. If you're watching the VOD, I hope you're having a good day. Hope everything is going well. And it's just kind of waiting for this game to get sandbox mode and the patch that it needs. And I don't know. I guess clicking on high, make the job priority high, would help, but it seems like the nurse is coming to that room automatically. They tend to walk around a lot, especially if you have a big hospital. That's why you gotta give them more idle things to do in the room. Like chairs and aquariums and arcade machines. That's why all that stuff exists, to keep your employees in the room and busy. You don't want them walking out in the hallway doing nothing, because that's just slowing down progress. GP office. Yeah, let's get diagnostic level 2. Okay, so I need to cure 35 patients in this one room, and a really good way to do that is to start a campaign. I think I have 2 marketing agents.
We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on our floor.
Let me check. I do. I'm just gonna drag them over here. So they start working immediately. Our heart racer needs maintenance. Yeah, well, leave it up to the game to figure that out. Oh, he's going. They're actually doing it. This guy thinks he's Sigmund Freud over here. The Bard flu. Sufferers begin using typical Elizabethan language incorrectly and out of context, as well as adopting a certain physical... Okay, some of these words... I'm not smart. Anachromical? Analogical? I don't know what it's talking about.
Mythology calling nurse.
Some of these illnesses too complex for my doctors to figure out. That's why we leave it to the professionals. Ace Roadkill is ready for a promotion. Is that really his name? Because that we can do. Okay. I think we just finished the last test. Research level 3. Where is my nurse? Where's my ward nurse? Every time I need like one type of nurse. We're looking for ward management. I don't... Oh, I do see it. Are you a fracture nurse though? Let me check. Hold on. No, your regular ward. Okay. Because the ward and the fracture ward are kind of similar.
The healthiest drink on the market. Only the finest organic mousses.
Sorry if the video is buffering. I don't know if that's my fault or Twitch's fault. You can try to lower the frame rate or the settings. We're streaming in 140p.
Required in research.
Welcome to Twitch 2020. I might as well just upgrade this frickin' machine because it keeps exploding. Dr. Doolittle. Doctor, do a little bit here and there.
Nurse wanted in fluid analysis.
Fluid analysis. Fluid accelerator. Disaster warnings. Yeah, this level isn't really difficult. It just like every staff starts with 0 skills, 0 qualifications. So there's a lot of training to be done. And there's constant avalanches, which just breaks random shit. It puts even more stress on the janitors that are already overwhelmed. Let me see if I can do more training. We just need to do constant training all the time. Maintenance level 2. Animal magnetism. Okay, new room available, new illness. Has this still not been used? Alright, we're selling this. What's the room on that? Like, what's the size on that? 4x4? I think this is a 3x3 section. Okay, we'll have to put something else there. I'm not sure what, though. Animal magnetism. Somebody's got animals clinging to them. That static electricity can be dangerous, guys. So this is a cold map. I can't forget that I need a radiator in every room. Drinking water, sweet dispenser, just to keep the person busy. The doctor that's going to be in here. Gonna need something to do. I think I got new posters. Dog canvas. Yeah, I got a dog poster. Look at that. Dog art. There's a lot of dogs. Somebody that made this game liked dogs. Works perfect in the animal magnetism room. I thought I had an animal magnetism poster. Do I not? Oh, there it is. There we go. And then this room, okay, let me learn the info. High-tech machinery to remove unwanted animals from patients suffering, to improve cure rates, research and apply upgrades. Nurse trained in treatment. New nurse, please. Do we have a training room available? I don't think we do. So when we hire a nurse, we go to jobs first, and we make sure that this nurse is only going to be working in this room, and no other room. And then I have to remember to give them a treatment skill, or the treatment training as soon as possible. There we go. What's a 3x3 room that we use a lot of? Maybe another GP would be okay. I mean, you can never have too many GPs in this game. Right? I think I might have to make a new one. Moose juice! That's okay. Oof. Okay. GP. Medicine cabinet. I already talked a million times about how these stack. So you need a lot of these if you want to have an efficient room. I think the weight machine, like the scale, actually is for an animation, like an idle animation. So I think that's one of the things you can use to keep your doctor busy. Pretty sure. Also, a coffee machine helps a lot. I don't want no plants in here, I don't think. The globe is something new that I got. So let's just put that in there. Get a rug. And then I'll put some posters. Do. Where's those gold stars? Need to boost it. Need to cheat the game again. There, level 4 is fine for now. And then because it's a new GP office, that means I need to hire a new GP. High energy is good. Same thing we did with the nurse. We go to jobs and we make sure that this new person is gonna be in this room only and nowhere else. And then the second there's training available, we'll give it.
Maintenance required.
Do 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 do. Oh, this I have to. How do I? Oops. Silly me. Put the thing backwards. Put the desk backwards. I didn't even notice. There we go. New illnesses discovered from the ward or from the pharmacy. Is there a way to see that under illnesses? Curdled blood and skull chutney. And then it tells you which rooms they're dealt with, tells you your cure rate, and everything else. Rage quits. How many people just kind of gave up being sick? They were just done with it.
There are reports
Okay, so this dinosaur, we know where you need to go.
mountains. I've never seen the point of snow myself. And this
He's happy. This patient will be happy that they've been diagnosed. Has an appointment at the DNA lab, which is the wrong place. Windy fossil. Wow. Fossil because it's a dinosaur. Wow. It all makes sense now. Where's my surgeon at? See, this is the thing. Like, I don't know where my doctors are going. The surgery room is the first room I've had that requires both a nurse and a doctor. And I'm wondering if, like, later on in special rooms we'll need more that require both. You can get any type of nurse in there. Just a free nurse is fine. I think treatment or bedside manner is probably the best skill for that to help with surgery that I know of right now. I don't know if there's like a special skill they can learn, because there is a surgery skill, but I don't know if the nurses can learn it. I'm still like new to the whole surgery thing, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Maintenance required in cardiology.
Like, it is a skill. Surgery is it's a qualification right here. But it says allows doctor to work in surgery. It doesn't say anything about a nurse. So I think a nurse just needs like treatment or whatever. Alright, we hired a nurse for animal magnetism, which I think was needed treatment, right? So that she'll be next. That person will be the next one we train. Is this a queue? What's going on? Do we have an extinguisher over here? I need one in every machine room, I think. And a couple in the hallway. You told me there was people that needed this room and now the queue is at 0. Confused. I'm getting like a big boost for the X-ray. which would be a doctor with radiation skill, but I don't even see one. Dr. Noir. Noir. What are you on break? And probably need another x-ray room. Q's at 7.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
I have a letter here from Gabby
Okay.
Digger, who says, I have looked into your
High
bank
energy.
account, Mr. Bickleworth.
He can be my new radiologist,
At all. Please stop referring to yourself
which is like its own separate skill.
Well, Miss Digger, had you but excavated a little further, you would have seen that Sir is actually my first given name. Nigel is merely my middle name. So when I say I
Right,
am
go get
Sir
training
Nigel
first before you work there.
I am being 100% accurate. Now try digging yourself out of that hole, Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby. I don't know what the radio's talking about right now. Sometimes it seems like my Qs just go down to 0, and I'm wondering, like, does the game just want me to constantly do a marketing campaign for, like, the psych ward and stuff? DNA campaign, surgery, animal magnetism. We'll launch a campaign for that room because I just built it and I don't want it to not be used. I don't want to waste my time, yo. Don't waste my time. We can upgrade this.
In X-ray.
So that's good. Do, 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 do. See how it all goes. Like, all things considered, it's actually going really well for my hospital right now. I ran into, like, kind of a wave of machines exploding at the end of the last time I played. But yeah, that happens. I need to find the one that's on break. There we go. Work. Go back to work. No more breaks for you. I should have that fixed here. The work rate. $11 of 21. Yeah, like half. How do I lower? Oop. There we go. Let me quick save. I just want to lower the amount of people that can go on break is tied to how long they can go on break. But you don't want it to be super low.
We're sorry for the litter.
If only like one person can go on break at a time, that makes like everybody else really exhausted, and that's not good. So that's just another level of staff management in this game, which is like 90%. 90% of this game is managing your staff. Just making sure they're doing what they're supposed to. And, like, making sure they're trained properly. And finding them. Finding the right person. This is a nurse room, right? Broccoli. Where's Nurse Broccoli? You gotta go into chromotherapy. And I should have people queuing for animal magnetism. I'm doing a marketing campaign. Right? Where's my marketing? Why are they on break? Like, what? Hello? I just started this thing. Okay. I also have like a little gift shop over here. It's a nice way to make some extra cash. Get your people happy. This decreases boredom and increases happiness. Just chocolates and stuff. Giving some gifts out to people. Spreading the happiness throughout my throughout my hospital. Alright, somebody needed treatment. Oh, new nurses I got. Let's train my surgeons in basic treatment too. I think that's a good thing to do. Surgery plus treatment sounds good. Because we want the surgeries to be successful. That way we can get the money and the reputation from it. If you fail a treatment, you can get the full money for it, but if somebody dies, it's obviously not good. So we can see my cure rates on these rooms. Let me look at the surgery rooms. So we've processed 29 people. And then if we go by the room, surgery, these are really low, but only because I've just like discovered it in this level, in this map here. It would be higher. The things you know the longest are usually higher cure rates. Like once you figure out an illness, that's just how the game works. That's why the pharmacy and like general diagnostics and cardiology, that stuff is like the most basic treatment and diagnostic in the game. Is like that solves 90% of your illnesses anyway. So wait, now you want a deluxe clinic? I didn't use it one time, and now? Get out of here. Get that light bulb out of here. No. I'm not building a room for one person. This, Project Windsock's actually almost like half done. Which is kind of the main thing today.
We have hours of fun ahead, so don't go anywhere.
Nurse wanted in a doghouse.
Earthquake!
Nurse required in injection room.
Alright, slow down. Stop. I'm not promoting anybody. This has a huge queue and I don't know why. This machine is broken and I don't know why. Do I need another one of these? I think I only have one injection room, which is probably not good. So this requires the injection skill, right? Injection administration. There we go. We've trained 9 of 50. Like I said, this could take a while. That's what we're doing today, trying to get that 3rd star.
Maintenance needed in staff room.
Let's put some food and stuff at the end of this machine. At the end of this hallway, I mean.
Dr. Japan's lab, please.
Nice. Nice, bro. Okay, so this is these machines start out at level 1, so I need to upgrade that. Let me check my toilets. Of course, those always need to be unclogged. This is why you have to hire like 1,000 janitors per level.
In these difficult times, which is why we have a nice words of the day segment. So send in your favorite inspirational phrases, and we can spread our joy far and wide.
Alright, what is going on? Why am I getting a Metro boost? I need an Animal Magnetism boost. What the heck is going on? I know I need to cure like 35 patients through this room, but jeez, bro. I need to, Okay, this is like my top mechanic, dude. Why are you not... Okay, toilets is like, that's like a janitor. Restocking machines, I still don't know if that should be a separate thing, if that who that should go to. Watering plants, you're just gonna clean things. Okay. Have some people that are just doing gardening. Some people that are just cleaning. Alright. Where are you going? Hello? Repair this first. Before we get more people in here and it blows up again. Training course completed for treatment. Good. Okay. This room still has... Oh, we got a queue of 3! Alright. Let's get my nurse in here. That's the wrong nurse. Plunge. Nurse Plunge. Where are you? Whee! Dragging you all the way. You're working in pest control. Get through it. Alright.
Tentacle to vent fluid accelerator.
Disinfect that man. Spray that man down. One use of the cannon and it's already... Oh my god, dude. What the heck? This machine? Are you joking me?
This next tune is very much like a cup of tea.
Oh.
It's hot and it's full of sugar.
Holy
So let
crap.
your ears drink it down.
One use of the cannon and it took out like 25% of the bar of life, dude. This machine's not gonna make it. I got like 10 janitors in this room and none of them are gonna fix the machine.
In reception.
See, they won't... Okay, this is part of the problem. This janitor won't fix this machine if somebody is being treated by it. That's how they work. Like, you have to wait till nobody's here. It's just frustrating.
Injection room. Calling nurse. Health inspector is coming. Please try to look healthy.
Hit it with a wrench! Thank you. Yeah, it took me a couple tries.
Nurse wanted in doghouse.
The nurses are wanted, dude. I want a nurse. I forget what this room requires for the nurse to know. I think it's just treatment. Extra treatment skills. What does it mean by extra, though? Alright. The animal magnetism should be getting, like, a crazy boost now.
Janitor called to vent fluid accelerator. Janitor called to vent fluid accelerator.
So I need to hire somebody here. Every time I get a new room, I just like to hire the nurse for it. Or whoever needs to work there. Thinks their life is a rom-com? Has a bad feeling about this? Feel like that's a waste of time. Love is a waste of time, everybody. You heard it here first. Okay. There's stuff on the ground that needs to be picked up. What the hell? Doesn't speak Spanish? Well, you don't really need to speak Spanish if you work in here, right? I mean, it's always, that's a good skill to have.
See stunt monkeys. Whale pigs. And Venusian tigers.
What?
Crockle Bay Zoo. Almost no visitor fatalities for 2.5 weeks. 24 hours a day. This
Motivation is the one that's equal to speed. I had a random receptionist there that didn't have any skills. I guess I forgot about. Motivation's good in reception. I think customer service and emotional intelligence is probably better, but whatever. As like a first qualification. But, you know. A nurse is required. Diagnostics. What are you doing in the bathroom? The nurse I'm trying to find, I don't know where she is. It's a dude. It's a dude that I was looking for. That's why.
In general diagnosis.
Looking for the wrong person. We don't assume genders. I was just confused by who was where and what was who. And I don't know what the fuck is going on 90% of the time anyway. Oh, disaster warning again. What was that, the third Avalanche this game?
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
Okay, I think I sent that person to the training room, so it's okay that they're not there right now. This machine feels like it breaks every 10 seconds. Or it runs out of food. Which means I probably need more. What is this, a snack machine? Or it's a drink machine?
Nurse.
That means I need more in this area. Actually, I can move that, because it's in the middle of the hallway. It's kind of in the way of everything.
Mythology.
Do. I need my nurse. I can't see the urban mythology. There's too many things in this game, dude. Too many. I still don't know who I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's hurting my brain again. Sparrow. Must find Sparrow. It's already, this person's already working. What the fuck? So sometimes what I do is I'll give them a stupid name so I remember what room they work in. That just helps me. If you're playing the game, you might have the same issue I have, where I lose track. If I have 100 staff, I tend to lose track of who works in what room. Like, I can't remember all that shit, so sometimes I'll just name them after the room. I know that's really stupid, but it helps me. And speaking of really stupid, I have to go pee. So I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. Actually, I think I'm gonna make a PB&J. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich sounds like a good, quick lunch to me. I hate eating on stream. I apologize. It always happens. I'm always hungry, though. Can't help it. Where are my receptionists at? We're on break for too long. I know I got nice staff rooms, but geez. My staff rooms are so fancy. Look at them. Oh, a staff room. Everybody loves it. I repainted the walls and stuff, put in nice carpet. Kind of did the same. I upgraded my bathrooms and stuff in this hospital. I got that nice cat wallpaper. I love that. It's really funny.
Training course complete. Class dismissed.
Uh-oh, something broke. Something failed. That's what that sound was. Somebody's treatment didn't go as planned.
Maintenance required. In GP's office.
Deluxe clinic. You can go home. I'm not doing that. It's not even under the marketing campaign. This is what I find weird. That room, there should be illnesses for every type, but there's just not. Lightheadedness campaign. That wasn't there before. That literally wasn't there before, and now it is there. What the hell? So now you're telling me I got light bulbs? Oh my gosh. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. Alright, I'll do it, but I'm never rebuilding this again. Don't ask me to. Don't ever ask me to do this. Ever. Give me this stupid light bulb poster in here. Yee. Alright, well, that requires a doctor. I mean, I have, doctors that can do it, like, in their spare time. Like the ones that are working in the PANS lab don't really have much requirement, which is kind of what I was doing before. They can work in both. I've done that several times. It's easier for me. Alright, I'm never deleting that room though. If it's a waste of money, then what can I do about it, you know? Is the game saving? I hope so. I'm gonna make a sandwich really quick. Sorry, everybody. I'll be right back. Can I make the mayor happy? Let's find out. Project Windsock continues. I think I'm like halfway through this research program. Twitch has been a mess lately, everybody. A real mess. In more ways than one. It hurts me. Why must you hurt me this way? But we have to focus on my political ties right now. Windsock wants me to help her do some medical research, I guess. I don't know how that helps her campaign for being a mayor. But That's what I gotta do. Oh, it's almost done. I have 3 researchers and at least 2 of them are in here. I don't know where the other one went. Let me find the other one. On break for no reason, as usual.
Patients arriving for pharmacy. Fire in the hospital. Thought you ought to know.
At least they told me what room was on fire this time. Ah, that person's training. Did I screw up the training?
Yearly review imminent.
Shit's on fire. Yep, it is.
Maintenance announcement.
Priority is always water the plants. How about we water the machines, put the fire out? How about that? Okay. Janitor Asparagus to the rescue. Nice. Alright, can we fix it though? Like, don't walk away. I know you want to walk away. How about you fix the shit so it doesn't blow up all the time?
Calling doctor.
This is fine. Yeah, that's how this game is. It's literally that meme. When stuff goes wrong, it goes wrong quickly. But until this moment, I was doing great. It's just because I have a lot of marketing boosts to these certain rooms. Like, I have to get the cure rates up. I have to cure 35 people in this certain room, so 35 people is a lot in this game.
Maintenance needed in X-ray.
Let's go. Get your wrench out. Do. Okay. We're fixing it. We're good. Let me check my research project because it should be done now. We're almost done. We're almost done.
Is wanted in cardiology.
Don't worry about it. You have to, yeah, each room is for a specific thing. That's how it works. It's this one illness that a lot of people have, so it's called urban mythology. So all the people that are dressed like robots or dinosaurs can only be cured in this room. And which kind of pushes the machines to their limits. It's just part of the... That's kind of the quest that I have to complete.
Nurse, please go to the pharmacy.
And you can see the health bar of the machine is going to blow up. Good news is I have plenty of money to replace it. Bad news is I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Blame it on this robot, dude. It's all this robot's fault.
Today's nice words of the day quote comes from Bob.
Oh no, I failed. I failed. God damn it, dude.
Fire in the hospital. Thought you
You just have to. What just happened is the worst thing that can happen in game. I failed the treatment, and then the machine blew up. I swear everything was fine before this happened. Everything was fine. We need more extinguishers. Do. This person's just gonna go ahead and die. Rip. It was nice knowing you, Benjamin. I'm sorry that you're in pain right now. You shouldn't have been dressed like a robot, though. Whose fault is that? The Project Windsock has been completed. Pharmacy. We've got a pharmacy boost. I think I've got an animal magnetism boost. Every answer generates more questions. You don't need to know. You don't need to know anything. Except the fact that these machines keep breaking. Do I have upgrades, like further upgrades for these? I might. Let me look. No, I have one for the X-ray though. Let me do that. Okay, what are we training in? Radiology, probably? Pan's lab. Okay, never mind. Customer service. Nope. Customer service 3? Only one person can learn that. Got a lot of money. Question is, what do I spend my money on? These queues aren't that bad. Zero. What's the queue for this room? I might, like, actually build another one of these rooms. That would be simple. And I have the money for it. And it can fit right in the middle there. Get a window. From the window to my balls. You made a super... Oh, you were making decks. So, I have a history with Magic where I played it as a kid, like a lot, when I was younger. And I still have my cards, but I feel like I don't remember how to play now. I used to play it all the time. I used to have like a token, like a zombie token black deck, which was kind of popular a long time ago. It was like the meta thing to do, where you could just summon like 1/1 zombies every turn and just be super annoying. That was my strategy. And then I would use, I forget what the spell was, to like revive them from the graveyard. Like every other turn. So they're just always there. People just have to deal with them. Like, they're not really a threat, but if you have like 20 zombies, it's kind of ridiculous, you know? I don't even know if that meta still exists. I don't even know if you can still I mean, it still exists in the game, obviously, but I don't think it's good anymore. I think it's too costly nowadays. But blue, I think blue and white are always a good, like, starting point. There's some really basic strategy stuff in those decks. I'm sure the cards now are more complicated anyway, though. I feel like I can't get back into it, though. What am I looking for? The animal doctor? The animal doctor? Is this a doctor or a nurse? This is a nurse, right? Animal magnetism? Plunge. Dr. Plunge. Nurse Plunge to the rescue, please. Nurse Plunge. Nurse Plunge to the magnetism room, please. Calling Nurse Plunge. Ah, earthquake! Where's my doctor? My deluxe doctor. I don't want to have to hire another one. Where's Dr. Pan? You should not know radiology. This is a no-no. Or I might have to hire a new radiologist. Like, just separate radiologists, which would take down my training numbers, too. Let me do that. Boo, boo, boo. Most of your creatures give you either draw, discard, so it's not super tough. Yeah, I'd have to get back into Magic to even, like, have this discussion. I think I need this qualification before I can assign this job for this person. Or not. Okay, never mind.
Janitor called to repair dehumidifier.
That's fine. Whatever. Radiology. See, I already have one. Where's this guy? Where's Thump at? Hold on, let me pause the game. I'm trying to find somebody. Ooh, trying to organize my doctors. Dr. X-Ray. That way I remember what he does. Okay. You made a deck focused around monsters that, over the course of 9 turns, gains 9 different creature effects. Well, yeah, but isn't that kind of a waste of time? I don't know. I don't even remember, like, Gwent's strategy. And it wasn't too long ago that I played a lot of Gwent. The only card game for me is Cards Against Humanity. Like I said before. It's the only card game I'm good at. It's a whole different type of strategy there. Here, this is you right now. That's what you look like, IRL. And a big light bulb for your head. Here you go. Other dog. Permanently. Permanent light bulb head.
Warning, the hospital is on fire.
When you figure out a strategy in Magic, and you're like, oh, that's kind of what you look like.
Report
You solve a puzzle.
Patients, the beds
Ah, big brains, boys.
go too. So, if you have a spare shovel, why not try to dig them out?
The question is, can I treat other dog right now? I don't know. It's not up to me. It's up to the power of our first responders.
Janitor required to mend ultrasonic cannon.
How can a light bulb sneeze? I think he just sneezed.
Training course completed.
I'm gonna laugh if the face looks like you when it's all done. Speed this up.
Patients, please use the toilets provided.
Okay, time to cure your illness. Let's see what the head looks like. If it looks like you, I'm gonna fucking laugh. Although we kind of look alike. We're that generic guy with a beard look. Oh no, it's just a dude with no hair. Oh, there you go. You're cured. Congratulations. Did I hire a doctor for this room? I don't even remember. Oh, I don't even remember. It's a nurse, isn't it? Oh my goodness. There should be 3. 1, 2. I think I forgot. Will work for peanuts. What a fool. This lady's just a big fool. Cure. Train you in treatment. Okay. Literally, all I have to do is train the rest of the staff and then cure the rest of these patients, and we're done. We're done. Easy. That's just time. Just takes time to do that.
Janitor required to mend ultrasonic
We can upgrade this machine. Drag a janitor in here. Do that now. Rush through. Marketing campaign. There's like nobody in my ward. And this is big money. So let me do that. Fracture ward. I'm just gonna click high priority for this work and see how long it takes the nurse to show up to this room.
hospital is on fire.
Ignore the fire in the background though. You didn't see that. You didn't see this burst into flames.
Needed in research.
Where's... Oh, there's an extinguisher here. Every level has its own challenges. I guess this challenge is the machines like to break every 10 seconds. This didn't happen last time I was playing in this level. I think it's just now all of a sudden because I'm almost done.
Calling doctor.
The game wants me to feel the pressure.
In the news, Two Point County's oldest photography store is in
My reception's really this backed up?
chemicals used during darkroom processing. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
I guess so. Do. I feel like, okay, so if you click on the room, you can find the nurse, but only if they're already starting to work.
Now approaching the hospital.
They need to buff that. They need to fix that. Like, cause when I, part of the problem with the game right now is finding the staff when a room is in need of that certain staff member. And there needs to be just like a hot tab, like, I don't know if you would fix this menu, like this staff menu. Like, it's the job list should let you pick people up. Like, I should be able to grab a person directly from this menu. That would make the game way easier. Because, okay, say for example, I'm looking for this top consultant, this is like my best doctor in my whole hospital. They kind of run the GP and everything. So, let's say I want to find this person. In order to find this person, I have to go to the other menu, then I have to click this button, then I have to click this button. It's like 3 steps away from what should be happening.
Surgery. Calling nurse.
The hospital isn't covering its costs, yet I have $500,000, so tell me again? Excuse me? Try again? Do-do-do. 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 Need a big training session in here. I don't even know what I would train for. I think I needed more radiology. Nope. Where does Neor work in again? Let's just look for him. I saw him earlier today. Pan's lab. Or the light bulbs. That's why. Okay. So for those rooms, treatment is the best thing. I wonder if maybe motivation would be good. Or stamina training, so that they stop going on breaks every 10 seconds. That's really good for GPs as well. Urban mythology could use it. Stop going on break. Alright, well this exploded. Which is really... So when something is on fire and you don't fix it, it blows up. And then you have to replace it, which costs an insane amount of money, and then it resets all your upgrades. So if you're low on cash, it's like the worst thing. But luckily, I don't have any money problems right now. Is this room running? It is, but nobody's coming in here. We could do a final push on this with a marketing campaign and get through once this is whatever the fracture thing is done. think that's the best way to get through this quest. And at 3 stars, I get $30,000, 200 unlock points, a quote-unquote burning building, water tower, and pylon? I don't know what that's for. I don't know what those mean. They might just be decorations for the mythology room. That's kind of what they sound like. Look at the lines, dude! What is going on? We're gonna have to turn these people away. It boosted, like, I got 50 patients in here. 102. People that aren't even in the hospital yet are coming in. Like, they're just spawning into the map. Get out of here. They're invisible. We don't want no invisible people. You can't see me. Alright. See if that slows anything down a little bit. This is crazy. I haven't got like a wave of patients like this on this level in a long time. The only things you can do really is increase your reception desks. Which I guess I could do. I could make a new one. Then move the other one, maybe? Still don't know if the charity pot actually increases the money you make. Still don't know. Never found that out. Nobody's ever told me. Can we confirm or deconfirm? I don't know what else is supposed to be in here. I think that's fine. I probably just need to hire like 2 more. High energy. Compulsive fryer. That's stupid. God dang it. Alright, go get trained.
Fire in the hospital. Thought you ought to know.
Ignore the fires that are always happening. They're not a... There isn't. Thought I had extinguishers over here. Probably used them already. I don't like that they're a one-time use. It's really frustrating. Oh, it's because I'm getting like an emergency wave. That's the problem. An emergency wave on top of a patient push. Which is gonna like break my hospital, dude. Just gonna push it to the limit. Okay, so why do you leave the room when I still need you here? Like priority jobs, please.
ignored.
Alright, so maintenance fixes the machines. I feel like I honestly need a billion maintenance workers. It's the only way to do this. Repair machines. That's your only job. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's just dealing with this shit. Like, do they know it's an issue? I feel like their Twitter account, they keep, like, ignoring people, and it's frustrating. They keep... They're like... They just released a DLC for PC, and I feel like they should have pushed back... They should have pushed back the DLC instead of the patch. Like the Superbug patch for PS4, we still don't have it. So most of my complaints are revolved around like this janitor issue, where they just don't do the job, and you have to like, it's only janitors. You have to like reassign the job 4 or 5 times before they do it. Like they'll go in here, they'll like start to do the job and then stop. And then leave the room and go on break. Like, I don't know if I have to give them the stamina boost or what the deal is for these to work better. Stamina training. Can I even assign this to janitors? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Cure rate. 4 more until we're done. The cure rate is kind of low, but I feel like it can increase over time.
We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on our floor.
And then we move on to the next level, which I think is Smogly. Like, we have to go back. We have to go back to the broken down nuclear facility. So I can unlock the rest of the game. I can actually, we can look at it right now. Since I'm thinking about it. Thinking ahead. Because I've already unlocked all the snow maps. So when you... Let's just go back to the beginning. So when you start out 2 Point Hospital, you start in this level, which is like a tutorial, and doesn't really count as a actual hospital. Like, this just teaches you how to play. And then your first hospital is here. And then once you get 3 stars, it kind of, this is like more teaching you how to play, but you have to get 3 stars here. And then it unlocks that, and then you get all these done, which I did. on stream, and then you, once you complete this level, you unlock these over here. And, we did Meltdowns. And yeah, so Smogly is the next one. I have to do this one, which unlocks this map, and then the city area will be unlocked by completing those. And Underlook is so hard. This one is like insanely difficult. This one is easy, and we're almost done. And then I have this level, but this is kind of just extra shit. Extra shit that I don't need to unlock anything. Those are just like, I think that just gives you more in-game like room items that are nice but don't really give me the benefits. I want to like complete the map, basically unlock all the areas that I can. There's a lot. This game is actually pretty deep in terms of like the amount of levels, and I like that each level feels different. It's not like playing the same level over and over and you get sick of it. Like each level has its own challenges. This challenge is training the staff, because the staff start with no qualifications, so you have to train everybody. And it seems like machines, you have to just keep repairing machines like all the time. But all the like requirements for the stars aren't difficult, so it's good. It's a good one. Where is my ward nurse? Hello?
Nurse required in cardiology.
My prices are too high. Since when?
That's the test.
800, 6,000, 10,000. I don't want to go too low. If I go too low, then we're not making any money. How many... Okay. Move them. I can move these people up in the queue so that they get treated faster. That's a thing that I need to do for these rooms here. If I see any robots or dinosaurs, I need to move them up in the queue. That's what I'm looking for. We're looking for dinosaurs and stuff. Where are the robots at? Where they at, though? I don't see any, like, walking around. And I don't want to waste a marketing campaign on it. Oop, there's one over here. You just got moved up, son. Of course, that's on fire. Why wouldn't it be? Is that all? I only saw 2. We need like 3 or 4 to beat the objective here. Oh snap! One just came in the door. 10. No, you need to be 1. First come, first served. I don't think so, pal. One of these people has candy in their eyeballs. Eye candy. That's what it's called. Of course. What else would you call it? This is like the perfect game for me. Because it has stupid puns. I like dumb jokes.
Janitor's hall to mend easy scan.
Like, one of the dinosaurs' names was something fossil, which is pretty funny.
Don't exercise.
All the names are, like, randomized. Jeff Gruff. That guy's he should be a dog. Let's rip that guy. He pooped on the floor! Dude, come on, man! There's a toilet right there. That was a big brown dumper. Just dunked on the floor, dude. No more pooping, please. Stamina training. Ward injection room, maybe. Stop going on breaks.
Doctor to research, please.
Wait, $550 is too high for a GP? Are you kidding me? This is how this is gonna be right now? GP is like the most basic shit. I'm not gonna be able to cover the costs of my hospital if I'm lowering stuff. Not gonna worry about it too much. Doot 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 doot. Okay. What do we need in the hallway?
Nurse needed.
More plants. Is that what you people wanted? Just more plants everywhere?
There's nothing quite as refreshing as a can of moose juice. And it tastes even better
Alright.
for washing down up.
My money's like draining out. For some reason, everybody was like, this is too expensive. All of a sudden, I can't afford this. Everybody's broke. All my patients. Nothing wrong with that, but
Maintenance needed.
that means we should probably start building an output for big money. Let me drag my researchers in here. What is going on? The GPs are queuing up? Can I copy this one? I like this room that we got. Thank you. Do. Which means I have to hire another doctor. It's insane. Alright. You will be GP only. We're gonna teach you general practice. That's the way it's gonna be. Queues will remain high for a little bit, but $11 for a drink is not too much, game. Now you're just being bitchy. Now you're just being picky. Don't be this way. Especially when I'm so close to beating the level. I'm like, we're minutes away from beating this. I just have to, like, find something I can train, like, 10 people in. Uh-oh, lots of sick people. Oh no, they're all angry too. Q's there is 0. Q here is like 1. I don't... Let's call the nurse. Call a nurse to the injection room. I got another one, didn't I?
Rise and shine, everyone.
Hold on.
On 2-point radio.
I do. There's one down here.
Think about it. You can listen to this lying down, so you don't have to rise. And unless you've swallowed the torch,
what's the deal
you're not gonna shine either.
with the Jab Master?
So stay down and dull, everyone.
I think I need another, like, nurse in here. Oh wait, I have. It says I have 2. I only see 1 though. Oh, it's in the corner. That's why. Okay. This is what happens when you boost your rooms. I have, I think, like 3 of these DNA rooms, so I'm gonna push DNA for the treatment. Oh my gosh. Every time I get so close, something bursts into flames randomly after like 1 person used it. Where are you going? How is that a priority? Extinguish the flame. Fire first. Maybe I just need to hire people that are literally only firefighters. Like, that sounds stupid, but this is how often it happens. You're gonna be my first ever firefighter. Fighter. Like, can that actually be their only job? It can. That's silly. Now, if you do other jobs, I'll be mad. I'll actually be mad. That's gonna leave this person a lot of spare time to do stuff, though. Like, okay, I guess you can plant the seeds, water the plants, whatever. Okay, I need to find something that a lot of people can learn. Motivation is always one that, like, usually a lot of people can learn, but only one person can learn that for some reason. Is this level 2? No, it's not. Okay.
I was watching a line of Orb Foundation recruits walking down the street yesterday when I saw one of them trip and get separated from the others. He started turning in circles and bumping the walls. So there's your proof, folks. The drones can't function when
they're even getting overworked. Like, with all these janitors. That's how bad it is on PS4. It's like never enough. You could have 100 of them. Never enough. Urban mythology is done. Now I just need my cure rate up. I need to, like, turn some of these people away. 122. Holy crap. Oh, they're trying to break me. Look at this. Dude, they're sending people that are like 100% healthy, too. The game's totally doing this on purpose to try to spike the difficulty before you beat the level. You're fine. You don't even have a diagnosis. These people look perfect. Well, actually, this person's sick. Whoops. Alright. Well, that'll hurt my reputation, but we don't care. Maintenance 2, maybe? Okay, maybe not. Rival executive and CEO of Bungle, Sophie Nova, has informed that she'll be visiting the hospital for inspiration. Alright, come on down. Show us what you can do.
Nurse required in injection room.
I'm still... There we go. Still missing a researcher, but we got him back. How'd my cure rate go down? That's my question. I don't understand.
Warning, the hospital is on fire.
Because everything's constantly on fire? Plaster caster? While somebody's in it? That's not good.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing. Rival executive now approaching the hospital. Doctor needed to run X-ray machine.
good luck for all you rock fans.
Something about an X-ray machine?
The 2-point semicolons concert
We just need people in here.
and you can win them by answering a simple question.
The queue of 2, relax.
What is the name of the band's most popular song? They only have 3, so this should be easy.
What's a good way to, like, boost my cure rate? Maybe something that we know, like, I guess pushing a pharmacy would probably be a smart thing to do. Because then we know that our cure rate will be good. We need to turn down patients that can't, like, be cured. Like, these, I guess they're fracture patients need to go. This person's literally dead. Seems like it's a fracture issue, a fracture ward issue. Yeah, it's inverted 180 seems to be the illness that I'm having trouble with for some reason. As soon as I sent them home, it boosted. So that's what I needed to do. Get rid of the people we can't actually cure. It's like, sounds like a terrible thing to do, but... Cheesy? Cheesier glubbins? Isn't that the snack food? They need to make this food cheesier. Okay, we'll do that. For some reason. I have a plan though. We're gonna do a marketing campaign for the pharmacy. That should probably boost my cure rate. After the DNA thing is done.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine.
How is this still where I requested a janitor for this 10 seconds ago. You're my top janitor. Alright, hold on. Pause the game. Stop. This is my top janitor. Doing jobs that they weren't assigned? Is that the problem? Restocking machines. No, you need to be repairing. Forget the machines. Forget the food. Repair only.
Fire test. There's really a fire. That's the test.
There is a fire. Of course.
Maintenance required in GP's office.
Where's the doctor? Where's my doctors? Genetics. Doctors with genetics should have like 3 at least.
Jumbo McNally, the greatest business leader in the world, will be presenting Jumbo's latest slate of minor upgrades at this week's Jumbo Expo. Buy your tickets now, and don't forget to...
Because we're gonna get a boost in these rooms.
This is 2-Point Radio.
Please ignore the explosion. Everything is under control.
Broccoli. Do.
Complete. Class dismissed. Janitor needed to repair extractor pan.
Why am I Why'd they have different outfits on? Come on. Trying to get these training numbers up.
Maintenance needed in general diagnosis.
I have an idea. Ooh. Let's just move this back. Okay, we got another ward. I didn't think I would need one for a while, but it seems like the game is kind of pushing me into this direction right now. Ward management, I'll have to make it so there can be 2 nurses in there. It's both diagnosis and treatment. But ward management and I think bedside manner are like the best skills for this room.
Robbie Marmalade, who called in with the correct answer. The semicolon's most popular song is 4 is a 4-letter word, which they'll be performing on Tuesday in Crockle Bay. Enjoy the gig, Robbie.
There's a fire. There shouldn't be a fire.
Yes, there's always a fire. Every time. Do. Alright, the DNA lab is the one that I pushed. Because I have 3 of those rooms, so I figured why not push those. Next, I need to push pharmacy. That should boost my cure rate, because we have a lot of illnesses that we know how to cure through the pharmacy rooms. Plus, I have 3 pharmacy rooms, so it's kind of the same idea.
Machine has exploded.
Something exploded. I don't know what it was. Of course. The Jab Master. Alright, what are your skills? Pretty much everything. I don't know how to work. I don't like know which ones go really well together. Like toilets and maybe I guess cleaning. So toilets and cleaning, and then I don't know what goes with the plant is like such a separate thing. Oh, this is what hurts my brain. Okay. That hurt. That like hurt my forehead. I can feel the pain now. In my frontal lobes.
Good patients, please use the toilets provided.
Why is this person plaid, dude? These Grey's Anatomy patients should be higher up, because I think I can fix this. These I like know how to diagnose these things. Cure the people. Cure the people.
As needed in urban mythology.
The plaster caster has been nothing but a disaster. I just have to trust that my workers are going to do what they need to do. Training, only like 10 people need training, and we're done with that. My cure rate is at 80 of 90%, so we're getting close. And then I'll jump into the Smogly map, and I'll see like what the first couple things are for the first star, and then I'll decide if I want to play that today. It depends what it is. If it's something that's going to take like 17 hours, then I'm not doing it.
If you've come across a paradox lately, I'd like to hear all about
10 more. Now even cheesier. Alright, the food Does that increase all my food? Or did I get a new machine for it? No, neither. Probably. The plot hole. Cheesier? Do you want to do the cheesier? No. We'll just do the plot hole, I guess. We need to write a movie script. Because the directors or the writing team isn't smart enough, so they have to hire a hospital to do it. Imagine if that's the way it was in real life. That would explain a lot of movies. I've been watching a lot of movies lately. Not all of them good. Unfortunately. Some of them good. But not all of them. I watched one I was excited to watch, and I was extremely disappointed by it. Which is a thing. What is the queue on the pandemic? 0? It's like getting a lot of GPs. Cheesy goblins. There they are. Even now with more cheese. Oh boy. Just realized I have to hire another doctor. Unmotivated? Nah. Positive. I feel like I have 100 doctors now. $100 billion doctors. This nurse done with their training yet? The other one? That's not even the nurse. Where's the nurse? I just hired you. Where did you go? That's not the nurse. Where the heck? I've lost my ward nurse that we just hired 10 seconds ago. And then an extra. And as soon as training is available, that will be done. Is my pharmacy push active yet? Why are so many people not being cured? What is going on? It's like they're here too long. 131? Is that the... this is the most amount of patients I've seen, I think. It's overwhelming now. I appreciate it.
Maintenance needed.
But we gotta send some of those people away. Just slow the game down. Just a tad. Just by a fraction. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about staff being in the right room. If they're not in the right room, we'll just have to hope they know where they're going.
Is on fire.
A lot of people in here.
Maintenance needed in staff room.
A lot of people in the staff room.
Nurse to the fracture ward.
Sophie
There we go.
Moore, CEO of Bungle Tech, dropped by a local hospital this morning. The press release said she was...
I feel like this room, these rooms might need more sofas and stuff, places for the staff to sit down, but
The competition is up to.
I don't really care that much about their comfort. I just don't give a shit. Something exploded. Do 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 do.
Nurse wanted in fluid analysis. We're close to award season. Maintenance required in Clown Clinic.
So I finished my pharmacy marketing campaign. So I'm not gonna push any more people away. I'm gonna treat the people that we have and hopefully get the cure rate of 90%. I have to trust in my doctors. There's people that like this aren't like that person's not getting cured. That concerns me. I don't know why some of this is taking so long.
Fire in the hospital. Thought you ought to know. Assistant to reception.
An avalanche has just hit up a hospital in the Pointy Mountains. Hope they got plenty of supplies to keep them going in there. and that they can still get a radio signal. Because the next song is dedicated to
My
them.
wards are now empty. So my next campaign should be for the wards. Like regular wards, not fracture wards.
Assistant wanted in reception.
I don't understand why these DNA doctors disappear. Like, you don't need a break. Stop going on break. You're like one of the best doctors I have. What are you doing, man? Don't let me down now. Q for surgery is 0.
Toilets as you would hope to find them.
It's like 2 people.
Expect to find them.
Stud muffin over here. How many in cardiology do I have? Because I think I have 2 cardiology rooms. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta hire an extra nurse or an extra employee for the room if there's nobody there. But my pharmacists, that's not gonna be an option today. It's easy to find them because they have the pill, the little pill symbol, which is pharmacy management.
Class dismissed.
So they can be more efficient in that room. And then I give them diagnostics, and yes, treatment works as well. Alright.
There's a lot of stuff we need to
Couple more
figure
staff,
out
just need to be
before we
trained.
leave our planet, starting with renewable energies. Solar power, wind power.
So close.
These are a good start, but I'd like to propose a new one. Chewing power. Think about it. A chewing gum that's wirelessly connected to the grid. A whole city powered by moving our jaws. It could happen.
Mm-hmm. Don't care if it's the wrong skill on the wrong person. Any training will do. My cure rate's gonna like fluctuate as we have a ton of patients right now. 146. Oh my god. Is there a way to close the doors? Nobody gets in.
It's needed in general diagnosis.
Research unlock points. Might as well do something in the background.
Doctor needed to run X-ray machine.
I don't know why the the fluid rooms. I don't get why there's such a demand for these. I don't understand. It's just another like diagnostic room. I thought. Yes, for some reason I didn't put an extinguisher in here when I should have. That's my fault.
Maintenance required in pharmacy. Warning, the hospital is on fire.
Yeah, it's always the hospital's always on fire. Every day.
Maintenance required in chromotherapy.
I don't even care anymore. Because I'm trying to get through it. Trying to finish this level right now. Guess I have to do the health inspection. Is something being on fire considered healthy in this game?
Required in injection room.
I don't think so.
Patients should seem less sick and more cured during the health inspector's visit.
Science! Lots of people dying now. That's gonna hurt.
In research.
Stop dying, yo.
There's a fire.
This guy just broke the toilet. This man right here. I saw him do it. Send him home. Get out of here. You've been kicked. You flooded the toilet. You're out of the hospital. That's how it works now.
In general diagnosis.
No arguments.
Patients for injection room arriving.
Do do do. Do 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 do. We are boosting towards the ward, correct? The answer is yes. Well, we were.
Maintenance
What happened?
required
Did it stop?
in office.
This machine's been on fire the entire game. Don't go anywhere. Come back. Alright. Cash is getting low. Patient numbers are getting high.
Doctor required in surgery.
Only need to queue 2 more people here for training.
Warning, the hospital is on fire.
Yeah. I know. That should be it, right? That might be it. I'm hearing so many things blow up. That's not good. I don't know if anything actually is, though. Injection nurse, where are you?
Nobody knows who's to blame for 2 Point County's strange weather events.
Plaster caster.
Jumbo Corp? Aliens? What we do know is that a local hospital has just been hit by a severe hailstorm.
A hailstorm?
Guys.
Hailstorm? Earthquakes? Avalanches? Tornadoes? We got it all here today. Fires?
Nurse needed in ward.
I don't know why my cure rate goes down like crazy. I think it's because there's too many patients in the hospital and we can't cure any of them. Like, these people are at 0 health. They're just dead anyway. I don't have a cure for a sweet tooth. It's like you have an appointment. What are you doing? That's my question. What actually are these people doing?
Calling nurse.
Do. Alright, here's the deal. Staff are complaining about payments. $24,000 apparently isn't enough money for somebody that doesn't even do their one job that I'm paying them to do. Maybe if I pay them more money, they'll do it.
Janitor call to mend fluid accelerator.
Training is done. All we need is the patient's cured. That's it. That's all I need. Inspection report says I'm good. Look at all the people that are in my hospital. We started with like 30 or something, and then at the end of the stream, I have like 200 patients. That's why we have low cure rate. I can't deal with this many people. I should have extra slots in all of these. I do. Okay. Quick save. We're at 70%. I need the dog nurse. Dog nurse. Where are you at? What's her name? What's the nurse's name? Dog. Of course, I forgot that I did that. That's the thing I need to remember to do. Me smart. Me do smart thing. Long time ago. And now me remember.
Maintenance needed in fluid analysis.
Do. Is it gonna go up or down? Is it gonna go up? Or down? How do I cure this skull chutney? This is a new thing? Oh, in the pharmacy. Perfect. Good.
Qualified janitor to combat ghost, please. Maintenance needed in surgery.
We don't know how to cure you. Some of these people have things we can't cure. Anonymolitis, like anonymous, the anonymous disease. There's no cure as of right now in the game. I think there is no cure for it. So many people are at low health because they're not getting sent to treatment. Is it a GP issue that I'm having? I'm confused. Why aren't you going to the right? Like, they're just standing around, being idle.
Maintenance required in cardiology.
An avalanche has just hit up a hospital in the Pointy Mountains. Hope they got plenty of supplies to keep them going in there, and that they can still get a radio signal. Because the next song is dedicated to them. Oh,
Welcome to the staff, my friend. Monsieur Wood. We are gonna make you a bathroom cleaner.
Doctor to X-ray.
You're gonna clean my bathrooms. 2-point healthcare award ceremony. Congratulations, I've won every award ever.
Maintenance needed in surgery.
It's like going up and down. All over the place.
Maintenance required in doghouse.
Go up.
We live in difficult times. Big brother.
Where are my GPs?
Big aunt. The whole big family is watching our every move. Tracking what we do and say. What we buy. What we read.
She's not
What we
there.
watch. That's why I have a segment telling you how to protect yourself from all those prying eyes. It's called Hints for Tinfoil
My
Hat.
assistants felt like right now was the best time to take a break. And it's not. Like, I just put you all. Oh my god. I just put you to work. Where are you going? Fine, you get a break, but nobody else gets a break. We're gonna have to hire another one. Emotional intelligence. Because why not?
Maintenance required in marketing.
Something is required. How is it going down so... Look at this. What is the issue? I don't know if that person's gonna make it. What's your queue number? Doesn't even say. Says you have an appointment. Bored.
Nurse needed in ward.
Needs the toilet. Whose problem is that? It's your problem.
You're listening to Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Your patience, dear listener, has been rewarded. You have stood by your radio transmitter all morning, desperately hoping for a voice of reason to emerge from its electronic depths. Well, here I am, Sir Nigel Bickleworth, at your service on 2 Point Radio.
Always be curing. Okay, so I got career goal achieved. I got an unlock. Can't access it right now though. Every time I get close to the cure rate, somebody dies.
Class dismissed.
I need to work faster.
Injection room. Calling nurse.
How is there no courses available? How? That's not even a thing. Alright, we hired another nurse, and I think the best thing to do is to make you available for both ward rooms. Because we're getting a push on ward really hard. I'm going to put these on high priority. Maybe I pushed the ward too hard. I shouldn't have did that.
Assistant required in marketing.
I thought it would be the right thing to do though, because nobody was going in there. I'm just not going to I'm not going to do any more campaigns. Wait till the wave is over. I also think if we turn off diagnosis, that could boost it too. Make the room more efficient. DNA emergency.
The DNA lab arriving.
I can't believe I just got a fucking emergency at the end here. But I have to deal with it. No break. No. Go back to work. No breaks. I see you trying to go on break.
X-ray, call in doctor.
Yeah, repair the machine before we get the huge wave of patients. And hopefully they can cure them. I don't know what else I could do. The game's gonna give me a wave before I give myself one.
Announcement, toilets need routine servicing. The hospital may well be haunted.
Oh my gosh.
Once again, I must congratulate Jumbo for being such a pleasure to interact with. After my Jumbo espresso machine broke down for the 5th time this month, they have now replaced it with a new one. Well worth spending half one's salary.
Why
on
are people dying? I don't get it. So many people are dying right now. Like, why is your health? Why are their health so low? Why do I keep getting this illness that I can't treat? Like, the game needs to stop giving me that. It's not fair. You're not gonna survive, so just leave. You might survive, maybe. The health bars. I've never seen so many people this sick. It's ridiculous. This person's in surgery. Let's see if they make it through. Because my surgeons have...
Doctor required in research.
Hold on. Stop. You need to be trained in treatment. Why are you not? That's not good. Remind me to train Nurse Silver in treatment when I can. I can do it right now. Yeah, the other surgery failed. Because just the surgery failed because this person didn't have the right thing. They're gonna be mad now. It shouldn't be taking this long. The game's just making it hard
Attention.
randomly.
Rating. Anywhere
How do I kick everybody out of the room? This could be an issue. This might be why everybody's on break. Where do you work? Fluid analysis. Fluid injections. I just kicked them all out of the break room. That might help. Because they're just wasting time.
Would an assistant please go to marketing? Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
How much does a fracture ward need? 4x3? Do a small fracture ward here. Not sure how many beds I'll be able to get in, but... Four might be enough. I think I have extra fracture nurses too. Might be able to lower the demand of the other rooms. Yep. Alright. The reception numbers are insane. I don't know why the game is pushing so many patients down my throat right now.
Maintenance required in pharmacy.
Psychiatry. But there's no... There's like no queue for this right now. Maybe I should boost that. It seems like this is the second most common thing, but I don't have, like, a demand for it at all, which is really weird. I don't know why that would happen. Like, why, if it's the second most popular thing, why there would be no cure? Alright, we'll just wait till this guy's done and then we'll put him in there. And then I guess I'll do a marketing boost. I should start the marketing boost right now, because I know he's not going anywhere.
Surgery. Calling nurse.
I keep hearing, like, failures in the surgery room. Could that really be the issue? I don't want to fail, bro. Just hearing so many people dying right now. Ding, ding. Every time you hear that chime of the bell, it means somebody died. Wow, actually cured. Thank you. Why are we still sending people to the wrong place? Like, this late in the game, still sending someone to the wrong room doesn't make sense to me.
Yearly review imminent. Fire in the hospital. Thought you ought to know.
I thought this would be simple. We had it, too. That's the thing that's, like, annoying me now, is I had this done. Let's see if a higher diagnosis rate. Because if we're sending people to the wrong room, that's a problem. Because then they're just wasting time that they could be getting treated. That's going to take time to solve that problem anyway, though.
Nurse to the pharmacy.
Do. I don't know why the GP demand is so high either. It just keeps pushing more people. We don't want more people. I can't even cure the people that we do have. This should have been done a long time ago. Well, where's the doctor for the deluxe?
Maintenance required in doghouse.
Doctor, tell me the news. Now all of a sudden I'm losing like thousands of dollars.
Doctor's GP's office.
I made this treatment only, right? How's there no queue? I'm doing a marketing campaign for it. Or I was. Didn't seem to work.
Maintenance required in Pan's lab. Maintenance required in injection room.
This person should be able to go in the room and get cured. Like, their health is so low. This is what happens. People get distracted by shiny candy. You're going the wrong way, by the way.
Hospital in the Pointy Mountains. I've never seen the point of snow myself, and this does nothing to convince me of its worth.
Like, there's doctors available. This person wasn't even in queue!
Nurse required in clown clinic.
Is that person gone? Are they dead? Like, what? What the hell? How is there... Okay. How's there... There's an empty room and this person's not going for the queue. Like, if there's a room available, those people should be smart enough to go inside the room. That's how the game should work. We shouldn't have to wait. Can we cure this person at 0 health?
Maintenance required in marketing.
Yep. That person was here too long, though.
Doctor to X-ray. Training course completed.
If you're dying, don't just stand in the bathroom. Trying to move people up in the queue lines. Like, I'm literally doing everything that's required. The game just wants me to fail. Which is...
Nurse required in general.
It wasn't difficult until all of a sudden at the last objective. Which kind of like... It's not enjoyable to fail for no reason. The game has... Like, I feel like this isn't my fault. Everything was running. I already had achieved this objective. Game was running fine. All my doctors were doing what they were supposed to, and now I'm losing money too. Like, people started complaining about the prices of stuff after not caring about that for the longest period of time.
I've seen the point of snow myself, and this does nothing to convince me of its worth.
Like, it went from 70 to 35% over the past 5 minutes. I don't know what else I can do. I've already gone over all the patients. Like, these people just aren't getting treated properly. This person's going to the bathroom, like, at 0 health. What am I supposed to do about that? People have appointments, don't go to appointments. sending people home shouldn't affect my cure rate that much. Maybe a little bit, but... I don't know why I'm losing so much money.
Maintenance required in injection room.
Make sure patients don't leave or die. Alright, so I'm not sending anybody else home. I also don't know where half the fucking nurses are. Like, look at this. Look at this, dude. Can we talk about how often people are taking breaks and why they're everybody on break? Please all go back to work.
Nurse required in general diagnosis. Maintenance required in injection room.
Fluid analysis is diagnosis as well, so these work together fine.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
They're just trying to get people diagnosed quickly.
Doctor needed in psychiatry.
I will literally like remove a staff room. Like, I swear to God, I'll do it, dude. I'll do it. Because all you need to fucking go back to work right now. Get out of here. Go.
You must mumble incomprehensibly. Avert your eyes at all costs. And
Well, you're like a ward nurse, right?
This advice also applies to a lesser extent to barons, duchesses,
Come here.
and other members of the peerage.
We're sorry for the litter.
I like had to do that because these people are not working. Keep taking 7-month breaks.
Maintenance required in injection room. Janitor, to repair drug mixer.
I'm putting all my GP offices on high priority.
Janitor, please repair elixir.
I'm gonna go bankrupt before I complete the fucking mission. Watch. Marketing department can go. Sorry. I don't really know how much money you're bringing in, but it's probably not worth it.
Oh, Popstar now visiting the hospital. We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on our floor. Warning, the hospital is on fire.
Nothing I can do about that. It's on fire where? X-ray machine?
Maintenance required in injection room.
Ah!
Year approaching.
I just got charged $150,000 for no fucking reason. This room isn't being used. Sell it. Bankruptcy tactics. This isn't being used. Sell it. Which means you can fucking go. Bye. Dr. Pan has been fired.
This is 2 Point Radio.
Doctor's GP's office.
Alright, now I have money. We're gonna research money and just constantly make money.
Fire in the hospital. Thought you ought to know. Nurse to the pharmacy.
Nurse to pharmacy.
Hospital equipment has exploded.
Do you have to give me an avalanche right now? Do you really have to?
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing. Warning. The hospital is on fire.
Yeah, this is just like getting kind of bullshitty. There's nothing more I can actually do to cure a patient. I've done every tactic in the game.
Maintenance needed in urban mythology.
It's only up to 55%. My best staff for treatment, upgrading. Yeah, I've done everything's fully upgraded game. Nothing else can be upgraded. This is at level 3. Nothing else can be upgraded. I guess maybe that. Guy got his arm stuck in the machine.
On 2 Point Radio. A hot button topic in today's grammar lesson. When to use less and when to use fewer. Allow me to demonstrate with an example. You do not have fewer money than me, fewer education than me, or fewer personal
Water
hygiene
plant.
than me. But you have less of each
Fix this game! 2 Point! Fix the game! The water plant. I'm not putting plants in machine rooms ever again after this. I can't even click on the janitor anymore. Like, this is how buggy it is. Water plant! I just did. Why is the priority not fix machine? Like, fix machine doesn't even show up.
Doctor to research, please.
Let's go. I set the janitor to do it, and she left. That's what's wrong with this game. Right there. So, with that being said, I'm actually going to end the stream, because this is just... Without fixes, this game feels like... Even no matter how good you are at the game, you can't actually complete the objectives. And I went from having fun to just being reminded of how annoying this is. And I really hope 2 Point listens to me. Because not a lot of people are playing this game anymore. Like, it's going downhill pretty quickly. It has so much potential. It's so much fun, man. That's the thing that sucks, is like, I know it can be so good. without these issues. Up. I'm gonna tweet at them right now. Update PS4. So buggy. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back if this game gets updated, which who knows at this point. Who knows? I doubt it will.